Hello, cultists! Here we are with game 1 of our Cultist Dragon deck. I have not actually played a single game with this deck. This is literally the first one. But I've played some similar lists, and I wanted to make some tweaks and just do a fun Cultist Dragon list. I go over a bunch of the changes to the Expedition format and to Ranked, because this is an Expedition deck, and why I'm doing that. In the deck tech video, and also like the decisions that I made for this deck here. I'm going to keep this hand. Karvet is really, really good. Xenan Lifespeaker is nice to have early, and we'll just kind of go from there and see what we can do. I don't know about Smokedancer. This is one of the cards that I'm testing out a little bit. I'm interested in it. It seems like a nice aggressive card.
Trouble on the horizon.
Okay, so they got their 2-3. Ooh, Zhen-Zu is very nice. I'm just going to play Zhen-Zu here. Especially with Lifesteal, that's cool. So Zhen-Zu's overperformed for me a lot. I really like the card. I'm excited to have it. And with Cult Aspirant, it can be really good. And Worthy Cause. Darn. So we can go Cult Aspirant into Nahid's Faithful. What would I sacrifice, though? That's the problem. I think I just play Smokedancer. I'm just going to attack like this for now. Because I actually feel like Smokedancer might be the card that I want to sacrifice. Like, I want to play Cult Aspirant, and then Nahid's Faithful, sacrifice Smokedancer, grow the Aspirant, and grow the Zhen-Zu. Ramba! Oh, I don't even remember what this one does. Reduce the cost of each card in your hand by 1, pay 7 to play the top card of your deck. Nice. Thankfully, we do have a worthy cause for that. It'll take us a minute to get there. Another worthy cause. Come on. That sucks. Ugh. Ugh. Brutal. Alright, well, I mean, these things happen. That's not exactly the best, but sure. So now we've got a 2-2, we've got our Zhen-Zu, and we're just gonna pass. I haven't hit any cultists yet, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, hitting double worthy cause is super gross. If we had any units at all, it'd have been a lot better, because each unit in our void, obviously, making worthy cause in our hand better is nice. That being said, they don't really have a great attack with the Ramba. They don't have a good attack with the Borderlands Lookout. And if the game goes a little bit longer, hopefully we get Karvet down at some point. Obviously, these are just going to keep growing, too. And Xenan Lifespeaker is also very nice to have while we're drawing cards.
I'll move anything. Nice.
What do you have in your market? Some kind of removal, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't see a good attack here for them, really. Oh! Oh, they're three colors with Ramba? Huh, that's something. That sure is something. So I can get this -3/-3. Kind of interested in going Smokedancer and then just attacking with the team. Because thanks to Worthy Cause, we've got some stuff to do. We have some shenanigans that can happen. Yeah, and our opponent knows that, so they're not going to block at all. I kind of want to just kill Ramba here. But I can wait. Yeah, we can wait. We would deal a little bit of extra life. Extra damage and gain some extra life, but I don't think that's a huge problem. Yeah, this is way better. So we'll just play, sacrifice that. It won't kill it, but it will silence it. Stop them from making things cheaper and make it a little bit smaller. The Emblem of Makkar. And opponent scoops. Nice. Woof. And we were stuck on power that whole game, too. I got a little bit dicey, but a good first game for this deck. Okay, game 2, not super excited about that. This hand is fine, I guess. Not having any of our 1s or 2s is kind of unfortunate, but we are on the draw, so hopefully we draw something. I don't want to go to 6. I mean, we've got all of our colors, we've got a decent amount of power, so I feel like that's reasonable to keep this. I'm certainly not excited about it, though. Drawing another power there is super medium. Marsh Dragon, I feel, is a fun card, and it might be good, but it's not a card that we want to have, like, right away with no early game. Thankfully, drawing Xenan Cultist there is helpful. It's very likely they can have removal here. Ooh, are they also a dragon list? With those colors, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. That's not too bad, though, because we just Shadowlands Guide it back. This is why we like Shadowlands Guide in this deck. Too bad that we don't get the lifesteal on the Marsh Dragon. But now we're kind of protected from Vorprex's Choice again, too, right? We can sacrifice the Shadowlands Guide if we want to keep the Xenan Cultist. Yeah, they're definitely dragons. Okay, that's good to know. Kind of just want to pump this and then attack. It's nice to use the ultimate here, because then if they kill it again, we can just keep buying it back with the Shadowlands Guide and make it bigger and bigger each time. It's one of the reasons why I almost put in the Immortalized to draw things back out of our void, because it just is so good with something like Xenan. Xenan Lifespeaker feels really good right here. That is certainly a thing. I could use Marsh Dragon and sacrifice this, but I mean, that only just gives us a 3-2, or like sacrifice this. I could just play it normally. Not sacrifice anything. This is the problem with us just not having an early game in this deck. We do want to play Marsh Dragon. If we sacrifice a unit, I think that's a thing we need to do. And then we want to play Karvet next turn. That'll give us 2 cultists, and the next Marsh Dragon will be a lot better.
Embrace the nightmare.
Yeah, Darkheart is very good, by the way. No attacks. That's intriguing.
Soul's Blight will return.
This is pretty sick for us, though. They've got to have some pretty good removal to get around this. Kozen's not going to be able to get in. Kozen's scary, but right now, Kozen's not going to be doing a whole lot. It's obnoxious that it'll get treasure troves. That's kind of the big thing now. But it's unlikely that it'll actually be able to get the mastery. Eclipse Dragon. Yup. And that should get in. Okay. I'd be very surprised if none of these get in. So we can actually just play Vile Collaborator and get in with our Karvet. It's not a terrible plan. It helps us start getting that going. Almost just want to attack some of these too. I don't want to block Eclipse Dragon even if I get the chance. It's too likely that they have a trick or conflagrate or conflagrate or something. I don't know. Maybe I just don't block at all though. Maybe I wait. Alright. Opponent has nothing. That's good. It's going to be a very close game. They have a really good hand, and we stumbled a lot early. But now we can use Marsh Dragon, sacrifice another Cultist, and get the Exalted on it. If we draw something like a Shadowlands Guide, I might actually sacrifice our Xenan Lifespeaker. Buying that back again with the Exalted is really sick.
Fresh from the battlefield.
Don't like that. Ice Bolt? They could be running Ice Bolt. I guess they couldn't be. They wouldn't be able to get Ice Bolt though. Oh, they didn't want to kill a cultist? I'm just worried about any kind of removal that they could have. Unfortunately, the thing is that in this format now, there's really not a lot of removal. I guess fortunately or unfortunately, how you look at that. So we're going to play Marsh Dragon. Sacrifice one of these. Put a weapon on here.
The age of
Play
man
another
is
Vile
over.
Collaborator. And start slamming. Things are looking pretty good for us. But we've got to remember, they did go to the market. So that is a problem. Karvet dying really changes our game, too. We can't have Karvet die. I will snap trade there, and I will not block your Eclipse Dragon. I want Karvet to be able to attack without them having a blocker, if anything. I don't trust being able to block on an attack like that, especially after they went to the market. Seems very, very suspect. But, like, they've got to have Eviscerate or like, some kind of kill spell, right? The one that puts a dragon into your void. Can't remember the name of that. Fell Ritual or something, or Vile Ritual. Ah, I see. Play a Draconic Ire out of it. Malediction. Cool. Well, well, well. This is going to be interesting. All of those weapons become zeros, by the way, which is certainly unfortunate. Could remove something from their hand. Doesn't seem super useful. I might be wrong. I'm gonna take a look.
These wretches
They
must
did have Den of
learn.
Ordeals. Sweet. Good call. Whew. It just felt like the 1/1s weren't gonna do a lot for us. They can actually get in with the Kozin now, but then we can attack back with it. Yeah. I'll block. They're getting the mastery either way. If they decide to kill this, that's fine. Nice. Very nice. We will get the mastery on this now. Only still dealt 19, huh? We're really flooded. We need to find non-power cards, and soon. I'm just trying to go aggressive here and not worry about the Kozin. Since this is currently lethal, Zhen-Zu is going to be nice. They have to block or have a removal.
The world will tremble.
Right. The mastery only triggers the once. Fine. I forgot that it's not actually a permanent boost. That's a big difference. The way that that's worded is strange. It's not like a permanent line that it has. So that's unfortunate. I think that it was still probably correct for us to keep attacking. I don't know, that one makes it a little bit more dicey. At least Zhen-Zu is still a thing here. And this is going to be tight. Opponent's thinking very long about this, which is fair. We can keep forcing them to block our 7/7, which is pretty solid. And we still have 3 Shadowlands guides. We still have a ton of other good cultists. That's a strong top deck, though. I can't imagine that they don't have more removal. Wow. Ooh, these power draws are real unfortunate. I guess I just go in with this and hope that they have to, I mean, like, they have to block. Oh, we got 2 of them. That's interesting. I actually think I might put the weapon onto Zhen-Zu here. It's still exalted. I don't want to show what we have in our hand. And it just makes Karvet less of a blowout if it dies, right? Putting all of our eggs in one basket seems like a bad idea. A second Karvet would be real cool right now. I could use that. Smuggler stash. So they don't really have any removal in their market. I guess just the Malediction? It seems like it's got to be the only thing. Wild Collaborator and another Send Wastes. Are they going to go back to the market? I've got to imagine they've already gotten 3 things out of there because they have the Dragon's Ire as well. Or Draconic Ire. There's not going to be a lot that they can do with the market anymore. The last 2 things that they've gotten out of there haven't even seemed super relevant. Wow, we really need to start drawing some gas. Well, I'm going to try and see what we get. Let's force them to start blocking. They're 54 life. We've got 1,000,000 power. They do too. And we just need a little bit of extra gas to make sure that we get there. Oh wow. Attacking, not holding it back to block our 4/5. That's interesting.
The age of man is over.
Oh. I mean, I'm just gonna keep jamming in there. Put them back to 3, keep on forcing them to jump. And then go back up to 8. This is quite a game. Just miss. Worthy Cause seems pretty okay. I think that I might just go for it. So sacrifice and then see what we get. Nice. Ooh, that was close. But we did it. Both flooded out quite a bit there. They had a lot of power at the end too. Ooh, our game 3 draw not looking as good here. We just gotta redraw that. If we had Shadow, wouldn't be that bad, but yeah, couldn't keep that hand. This hand, however, oh, this hand looks good. Start out with Cult into Zhen-Zu, and then Dread Hellkite. This is awesome.
If I must.
Looks like we might be facing down the mirror. I'm not super worried about Faceless, though, when we've got a hand like this. This looks very solid. Well, okay. I mean, they also have their own Zhen-Zu. That's getting a little bit more dicey. Another Cult Aspirant is really good. Oh, if we can just hit a Cultist here. And hopefully avoid removal. There's not a lot of removal in this format, though. Like, there's very, very little. And we can take some hits here for a minute.
I died.
Eager Offering. Sure. Wow, that's sick. That is really good. Now any cultist that dies, we are really set for. I personally haven't liked the Eager Offering, but working out well here for our opponent. Nice, Lifespeaker. They've got a great draw here. We need to find some way to sacrifice a cultist or, like, hit one of these off of Zhen-Zu. Something like that. If we can do that, we're in great shape. Unfortunately... There we go. 2 of them. That seems very good for us. I make it so Nahid's Faithful can no longer block. I think that it's better to stop the Zhen-Zu, though. And then we'll attack with 1 cultist. I'm willing to trade it for both of those, I think. And it does grow the other one. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. And we've got good blocks for everything. They could technically attack us with all 3, and I can only kill 1 of them, but that just seems hugely in our favor anyways. What we really want to draw now is, like, Karvet. We're 1 power away from it. A worthy cause would be very good, too. Heed's choice. And another one, and a Faithful. Sweet. So they can block with the Zhen-Zu. I can trade this for both of those. Which again seems pretty good. I can just dread Hellkite though. Then we don't have to worry about it at all. I mean, if we do this, we can just swing with the entire team. They can swing back, but this is pretty nasty. Ebondune Smuggler. Nice, good hit. Doesn't mean that we lose a Zhen-Zu. That might be for a worthy cause. I could definitely see that being the thing. Maybe like a Malediction. I don't think they'd have Malediction, though. God, we're so close to killing them there. Ah, almost. We're still in amazing shape, though. Glimpse of possibilities. Oh, boy. High profit going off. But all I have to do is just hit 2 power cards and they can't do anything.
If I must.
Good hit so far. Not enough yet. Wow, man, no double power. Insane. They're really nailing this. This is an incredible hit off of Glimpse. When you don't have any way to play extra power, that's really unlikely. Good one. I think we've still got it, though. They gained 4 life back. They should be attacking at the 4-3. Alright, sweet. Oof. That got real scary. That was a very, very good glimpse. But there's not a lot of removal in this format, and we are taking full advantage of that. We're getting some real nasty Cult Aspirants. Our hand was also sick. I mean, double Zhen-Zu, double Cult Aspirant is pretty broken. Well, we've had some really good hands. This one definitely needs to be redrawn. Last time that we redrew, we got a really solid one. I don't know about this hand. I think I still keep it. I probably play Seed of Mystery first, because I want to get Zhen-Zu down ASAP. We'll see what happens. We are on the draw. Make sure we give our opponent a good evening. And we might be doing another mirror match. Oh, sweet. Okay, we drew exactly what we needed, so now we can curve out normally. Very solid hit. And Lethray Ranger. Ooh. That's spicy. I was expecting cultists. Is this an elf cult? No, okay. So they might just be elves. I could Zhen-Zu. And I could also just Smokedancer and try and trade. Force them to have removal for it. I like getting Zhen-Zu early, but I think I'm more willing to just trade Smokedancer here. I don't want them to have a 4/4, basically. The Dread Hellkite is another really good draw, because Vile Collaborator, Dread Hellkite is sweet. And now they might not be willing to trade. We'll see. It'd be great if they don't, because I'd like to trade once I have Zhen-Zu out. Yeah, I don't want to let them have that as a 4/4. They have the answer. Spiteful Strike. It's okay. I might have to bite the bullet now and just play Zhen-Zu. Oh, wow. Oof. I could Vile Collaborator into Dread Hellkite instead. Thing is that we want to get Zhen-Zu down so that when we're trading off these cultists, we actually get value out of it, right? Then we can grow it, and it'll eventually be able to outgrow these 4/4s. I could trade. I really don't want to. I could offer Vile Collaborator. One of them is a trade, since I do have two.
The age of man is over.
I think I'll do that. Like we mentioned before, there's very little removal in this format, especially in these colors. Like, there's basically worthy cause. Alright, fair enough. So I can't block. So they're a very tempo-heavy deck with a really, really sick draw here. This is definitely problematic. That being said, Dread Hellkite can help us. That can race very well here when it gets Lifesteal. Ooh, they didn't decimate. That's interesting. Well, I can't really block, so we'll attack. What do they have? Ebony Smuggler. You got me. I'm okay with that. I'm not happy about it, but I'll manage. We still have another Vile Collaborator as a thing. We can play both of these next turn. Hopefully they don't continue to nut this hard. This is an insane hand. We might still have a chance, though, as long as we can keep the Vile Collaborator and Dread Hellkite alive. I'm just really worried about what they got out of the market. Left Dry, Dead Drop. Okay. So that one they're just playing out of the market because they've got the bargain. So if you haven't seen these, if you hit with 2 or more elves, then you get that. Oh, they got Hourglass? Oh, that doesn't even matter. That's really good for us, then.
The age of man is over.
The world.
There's Zhen-Zu. Back to 18. We take a bunch of damage here. But after that, we stabilize really well. Because we Nahid's Faithful, sacrifice the Faceless One, Zhen-Zu gets larger. And they don't have great blocks for us. Alright, what am I taking? Down to 6.
The desert gives me strength.
Ooh, Karvet is so close to perfect. Oh, it's so close to being perfect. Still, this is very solid. Because we'll snap trade the 4/3. Kinda hope they don't have power here. I might have to trade Zhen-Zu. So if we block here, block here, this no longer has lifesteal. Zhen-Zu becomes a 5/5. We take 9. Gain 2 back. Go back up to 5. Could also offer that and this. Then they have to have a trick. They can kill the Zhen-Zu. I think this is what we have to do. Hope their tricks aren't too good. Yeah, because I figured they have to kill the lifesteal. When we still have Zhen-Zu as a 5/5 and it can block everything. Perfect.
Soon.
And I mean, they can attack in here, but they're losing units doing it. And I think that's the game. Woo! Oh, baby! Are we gonna get the rare, undefeated deck? This deck is doing great. I'm really enjoying this. This is literally my first draft of it, too. All of the games that I've played are the only games I've played with this deck. I'm excited about it, though. This deck seems like a lot of fun. It seems very good. Well, this is not a hand that we are going to be able to keep. But, as we've noticed, we've gotten really good redraws, and we are not stopping that trend, because this hand looks great now. Turn 1, Cult Aspirant. Turn 2, Zhen-Zu. Boom. Oh, and our opponent's down to 6. Yikes. We're seeing a lot of Xenan decks. I'm wondering if this is another one. Might be like a practice or something. Ooh, Combre. That's new. Oh, Shenra! Okay, so I haven't seen this in a while. Invulnerable to damage on your turn, and weapons and curses can't be played on it. And when it gets Mastery 8, then it gets into a 5/4 Endurance. Cool. If it's gonna play Zhen-Zu, it might be immune to damage, but Worthy Cause still wrecks it. And I think we just wait. I don't really want to trade Cult Aspirant when it's going to get very large.
I've got your back.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Immediately get it to a 5/4, and it's going to get Mastery very quickly that way. Nice. That's one of the things we were looking for. I might just have to play Nahid's Faithful without sacrificing anything. And hold up Worthy Cause. Because we can do some very cool things here with the Worthy Cause now. If they attack in with both of the units, we actually just get to kill both of them. We get to trade the 2/1 and Worthy Cause for Shenra, and this one will become a 4/4, and we get to eat the Minotaur. And I kind of like that myself. Play and Decimate. I like the lifesteal, but I think that's not how we want to do this. Big thing here is I want to see if they have a spell. They do. Okay. Which means we're just gonna take this, actually.
What would you like?
Seeing them pause there means that it's pretty safe for us not to actually do that. And we can instead race them, like, we're in great shape to do that. Good thing I didn't Decimate. We really need to get some power cards here. And yeah, I'm willing to just start racing now. We've got a fair bit of life gain. We've got some good cards to race with. I think the big question here is, do I want Seasoned Drill Master or the Pearl Abbey Smuggler to not be able to block? I think it's going to be Pearl Abbey. Because if they're playing Pearl Abbey, and we already know that they have a spell in hand, because they had something that they paused with, it's likely that they can get it to be pretty large. Ooh, nice. Edict of Kodosh is good. Killer Zhen-Zu. Yeah, we have quite a race going on here. Again, I can't Decimate, though, unfortunately. The big question is, do I use the Marsh Dragon to sacrifice this and gain a bunch of life? And have a very large Marsh Dragon. It does also grow our Cult Aspirant. I kind of like it. I don't actually hate that. Opponent still has a trick that we know of. What does this one do again? Kill an enemy attachment. Mastery +2/+2. Okay. Another Marsh Dragon. Sure. This time we're not going to sacrifice, though. We have a good race here. That's what we want.
Soul's White will return.
All them exalted cultists. I kind of feel like we trade the 5/5 for anything here. Yeah, I just don't even do it. Seems good to me. So if we attack with everything, how does that go down? I mean, we have enough in the air to kill them, which means they just eat this. And they survive, because they gain 3 life back. But then they also have to trade for this. I'm kind of tempted to do that. I think that I just go with this, though. Leave back the 3/1, because then they can't eat that. And give a +1/+1 to something. I'm kind of wanting to put it onto another Marsh Dragon here, so that we have better threats, and we're not putting all of our eggs in the Karvet spot here, but you know what? We're gonna have some fun. I want a massive Karvet. Let's make a big old dragon. Ooh, they get to kill the +5. That's sick. Good hit. I mean, we're still in great shape, though. And even better shape. Do I just go for Nahid's Faithful because I can sacrifice the Exalted? Or do I go for the Cult? I think it's Cult Aspirant here. They have to block this, which means that this is less of a free block for them. I guess this is the thing. Pass the turn. We just slam with everything next turn. Oh, definitely. Oh, dip. That's pretty good. Give everything lifesteal, too. Which means also that these are now lifesteal exalted units, so if something happens to them, things just get larger and larger. This deck is sick! This deck is so sick! We've just crushed everybody! Man, this deck is really good! I'm so proud of this thing. I'm sure that it can be tuned more. Marsh Dragon has been okay, but not amazing. I kind of talk about this a little bit in the deck tech video, so if you want to check out more of that, you can look down below. I have it in the link description here, so... Man, but this was good. I really liked it. I mean, maybe Smokedancer can come out, like maybe Marsh Dragon. There's some movement that we can make in this. I could definitely see playing some Immortalizes, like Immortalize seems really good. Maybe some more Emblem of Grodov, because that was pretty sick. Exalted units are really, really solid. But this deck went awesome. It went way better than I expected. For a rough first draft, this is excellent. So if you want to try and start off with this deck as like a starting point and then tweak it here and there based on kind of the stuff that we talked about and what you saw in these games, I'd love to see your lists. I'm really excited for this deck now. I thought that it performed exceptionally well. And I hope that you enjoyed this new deck tech / matches video. It was very, very nice of everybody to give me all their support recently. Lots of new subs and patrons. Super appreciate that. Just last week, we did our Tournament of Power, which is all of the sub-submitted decks fought off against each other, and I made a video on it. The winning deck we put up last week. We'll be doing that at the end of this month as well, so if you're a sub or patron, please send in your decks to my Discord. We'll make sure that we play them all off at the end of the month. And then, I just want to mention one last thing. The next video that I put out, or one of the next ones, I'm going to be putting out a little bit of a different video. We got enough subs that I committed to doing something absolutely horrible to my body. So I am, in fact, going to be eating a ice dog sandwich. Homemade! So I have to do a whole video on cooking and making this monstrosity. And if you want to see that, well, hey, you can hit that subscribe button and check out the channel a little bit more. And of course, go and check out my wonderful sponsor as well, or affiliated sponsor, inkgaming.com. You can see them down below. I have a bunch of channel-related art that you can get through them. I have a store there. You can find, like, mouse pads and playmats and dice bags, all kinds of gear for you. There's even a really cool new sweater that we got, like a big hoodie. And yeah, there's some cool stuff there. So I'll be back again next week.